What's up, guys, and welcome to the last round of the TG Faction War. That's right, you heard me correct. The last round. It is round 39, and next part we go over the standings and a very in-depth, detailed explanation as to why I believe they placed the way they did. But for now, I am going to try and commentate this entire round as Emperor Palpatine. With the knowledge, of course, of all the units on the field. So, first off, we have these things called souls versus the foolish scum who tried to fight us last time and lost. Doki Doki. I believe he says begin or something stupid like that. So, he said this matchup would come down to someone named the Rainbow Soul versus Yato. I have no clue who either of those are, but I do know what sides they will be on. One of these Reds is probably the Rainbow Soul, if I had to guess. The one with both a flaming sword and a blue sword. That sword kind of reminds me of a lightsaber. Well, that soul is down. And the last soul is down as well. Doki Doki gets another dub, as he would say. Next up is something called Team Fortress 2 versus a base game faction known as the Legacy. I don't know much about either of these factions, but from what I can see, TF2 uses highly outdated weaponry. They don't have any lasers. That giant thing reminds me of an AT-TE from the Clone Wars era. So uncivilized. Such an archaic piece of technology, and it goes down about as easily as one did. This one here with the glowing gloves kind of reminds me of that time when Vader used the Force to enhance his punches, because I took away his lightsaber, and he killed a whole battalion of rebels with only his fists. Clearly, this one is not strong in the Force. If he was, he would have been able to easily handle the rest of his opponents. Not going to lie, my throat is starting to feel funny from doing this voice for such a long time. But next up, we have what is known as Anime versus Undertale crossover. This one in the wings seems to be very strong in the Force, and the ones back there summoning birds to do their bidding. Speaking to animals is a power of the Jedi. Those scum. Those treasonous scum. No, but seriously, doing this voice really hurts for a long time. The one with the wings seems to have been more powerful in the Force than I thought. Next up is Element versus RLS. I do not know what it stands for. That fool wouldn't tell me what it stood for. This one right here, I'm feeling a very strong connection to the dark side. Not only is he blocking projectiles with his mind, but he is using his anger to gain more strength. Although the fool doesn't realize how much more powerful he could be if he stayed in that angry state. Perhaps he needs a new master. No matter, the dark side was stronger than any element thrown at it. Next up will be Ultra Cabin versus My Hero Academia. I remember some of the stormtroopers talking about My Hero Academia. It seems to be very popular in the lower sectors of the Empire. That one, right there. He seems like a forceless Darth Vader. Being killed by projectiles, that doesn't befit the way of the Sith. He should have studied harder. My throat is getting parched in my old age. But if you look on the battlefield, clearly, even just the image of Vader has stunned Ultra Cabin into submission. Next up will be the Dark Faction versus Undertale AUs, as he calls it. The dark side of the Force is stronger than any alternate world. No matter how strong they are, the dark side will always be stronger. The dark side will always persist and exist far longer than any of these wretched fools. Hey, pal, you kinda, can't declare the Dark Faction the winner here. They kinda got some. What do you mean I can't? They clearly won. It's not how the tournament works. Well, I don't like how your tournament works then. Okay. Okay. I'll declare them the winner. Just please, no more Force Lightning. Good. You serve your Emperor well. What is our next match? It's, the light? The light side of the Force is... The Jedi are too shallow-minded in their ways. That is why they fail. And we will see them fail again and again and again. Oh, I'm like really serious when I say that doing this voice hurts tremendously. But it seems that despite my best efforts, the light side of the Force is going to defeat whatever this faction was. Tap into the dark side to become more powerful than they could ever imagine. Do it. It is your destiny. The dark side of the Force calls to you, my friend. It would love a powerful apprentice like you on its side. Holy shit, that actually worked. Well, he said we had to do a round 2 of this matchup because it was so close. So I guess we will do a round 2. I don't expect anything to change. The light side may look like it's doing well, but in the end, the dark side will always prevail. These butterfly creature, winged freaks will not stand in your way for too much longer. Those books seem awfully powerful. Maybe this is what Plagueis was on to. Rather than the knowledge to bring back the dead, the knowledge to instantly kill the living. The light side prevails for this round, but round 3 will not be so kind to the light side Jedi. I'm hearing a lot of these butterfly creatures around and seeing 5 of the book wielders still up. What are you doing? All of the book wielders are now dead. That was a wonderful strike, my bony friend. As they chase after the one who's taking all of their hits, you must tap into the dark side of the Force, my friend. Through it, you will gain power and skill greater. Fuck! And the last match of the tournament will be these animal creatures versus the Ultimates. This one he said to keep an eye on, as its name is Evil Ultimate. You will need to tap into the dark side more than you are. In your darkest times, my friends. The dark side will be there for you much more than the light. Much more than you. Good Ultimate, what a stupid name. You can't even protect yourself against a single bird. Evil Ultimate was able to protect himself against hundreds of birds. That was fairly close. Game round 2. Get the birds off of you. Summon the lightning, I know, side. Good. Good. That did a lot of damage to those puny birds. Is that a different type of bird? Are you serious right now? This good Ultimate is seriously pathetic. How can you call yourself good when you can't even protect yourself against a single bird? I believe that one was called Wild West Ultimate. He is down as well. Go, my apprentice. Tap into the dark side of the Force. Through it, you will be able to shoot down all those who oppose you and claim victory for your team. No, no, no! Alright, but in all seriousness now, done with that voice because it really does hurt to do. I thank you all so much for watching all of the tournament, if you did actually stick around to watch all of it. I can't stress enough how long this actually took to get done. And we're still not done. We have one more part to go over. for the standings. But that'll be for another time. For now, I think there's only one way to end this. This was the last thing I could think of. Birds God versus Scarecrows. Begin. There are so many birds on the screen. And Bird God wins, as was expected of him. But with that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. And of course, have a fantastic day.